Hi guys, welcome to the live stream. Remember to like the stream and subscribe. Just waiting for the adverts to kick in. 1 minute. Did they kick in? Let me see if I'm live. Okay. Yeah, they did kick in. Oh, that's good. So hello everyone. Do put your questions down. I know the adverts are running at the moment, so we'll just wait till everyone's watched the adverts and comment. Okay. So Saho, if you're still in, that's grand. Do remember to put your question down again. Hello Tony, how are you? Hiya Tony. I'm just waiting until everyone's seen the adverts before starting. So do make sure you put your question. Yeah, you can. I'm just waiting until everyone's seen the adverts. That really helps the channel to grow. So I'm just waiting for that to happen. Remember to like the video, guys. The adverts are still running, so I'll wait until the adverts. Some people like to watch the adverts. And then we'll get started. Hiya Priyanka, how are you? Thank you guys for watching my adverts. It does help support the channel. Definitely. So we'll start soon when everyone's watched the adverts. They're showing me a bike. I find Priyanka. Right, let's do your questions seeing as you guys are here. But please remember to watch the adverts without skipping them. It does help the channel. Right, so yeah, Priyanka, post your question, please. Right, post your questions again so I know you're here. Thanks. Right, let's start off with Priyanka. May I know what S is thinking of you? Let's have a look. Let's have a look about S. Right, so at the moment, Priyanka, S is thinking fondly of you. They've got the Lover's card, so they're going to find a better connection on a soul level. They've also got the Justice card, so things will come about in a more friendlier way. So I think they're really thinking, I wonder if this is good to pursue in a higher level. So these two cards are very important today, Priyanka. So I think they're going to make a decision for the better of everyone involved. So that's nice, isn't it? Well done. Hello, Paige. Hello, Lucky Pearl. How are you doing? Probably Paige, yes. Yeah, that sounds like me. I don't know why that came up like that, but yeah, that's me. It is great news. It definitely is great news. Lucky Pearl, how are you doing? No worries. Yeah, post your question again. You want to know about your finances, Tony. Remember, in my room, all questions are randomly picked. I will get to your question. I can't do 3 questions all at once. Oh, dear. That's funny, Tony. Right, Tony. Yeah, I'm fine. Right, let's have a look at Tony's finances. Yeah, okay, Tony, that's absolutely fine. Right, so at the moment, you need to defend yourself, Tony. It's like sometimes with financial goals and value, one has to really value yourself. If you're putting yourself down in any shape or form, then that's not going to work. And at the moment, whatever is happening to you, the ideas that you're formulating may have to be rethought out. But stand up for yourself, definitely, and really think about how you want to make that a success. So at the moment, something isn't working out for you, but you have to stand your ground about certain things and certain issues. Okay, so it does show that things are very difficult, but whoever you're working with or the situation, I would definitely walk away from, because it doesn't seem to be that successful, does it? So hopefully that helps. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Paige. What was your question? It hasn't come through. That doesn't mean to say. Oh yes, it has come through. Thank you. What was the question? Yeah, what's the question, Paige, love? Thank you for the donation as well. What's the question today, Paige? Have you got a question? We use a different pack for donated readings. I use this one. Hopefully you're typing your question, Paige. Remember, guys, to like the video, just pop your questions down. How's the situation between me and Robert X going to play out? Okay, let's have a look at that. How's the situation between you and Robert? Right, Paige, let's have a look what's going on with Robert. Right, this looks reasonable. Hello, Kisha. How are you? Thank you for being here. I'm just on a donated reading, Kisha. Thanks for being new. Just pop your question down. They are random. But I think you're next. I think. Right, Paige. How are you doing? So let's have a look at this. It seems a little bit weird. It really does seem a little bit strange. First of all, we've got the Ten of Cups page, which is emotional success. And I know on one of the zodiac readings today, someone got that. Was it Libra? So Libra sign. So you said Robert's Capricorn. So I don't know if you're Libra or got Libra, but Ten of Cups has come up. So to actually concentrate on over the rainbow and all the goodness of what you want emotionally is a great idea to actually do. So, yeah, you say Robert's an ex, but there's also this great feeling of joining together to be happy again. which is quite surprising, really. And we've got the World, but that is turned upside down. So within this emotional field, you can see that Robert has been turned upside down. So even though they're distant from you, they're not going to forget you at all, ever, which is nice. So there is a kind of conclusion that hasn't quite finished, and that's perhaps why the Ten of Cups are here. You're feeling quite dragged towards them, which is very nice. So we've got the Page of Pentacles. So I think Robert is kind of looking to see what is going on in the near future, which is good. They're still judging for themselves what it is that relationships are about. The Judgment card is a great card to reassess. And while things were very good within the relationship, they feel that they need to clear the way to make things better. So this Judgment card is a very useful card to actually have, to turn their world the right way and to realize that something hasn't quite finished and that they need to start again. So yeah, there's that energy moving towards quite significantly. Now the Eight of Cups does show that one has to move away from a situation. So one of those things, if the reason that you split up or it was in disharmony, those kind of ideas and repeating those patterns has to stop. And whatever that was, whether they caused it, you caused it, or it was just a combination of wrong timing, that's why the Judgment card is there, to really self-assess what did happen on a greater scale. So I think the Eight of Cups is a good card to move away from the feeling that we've been hard done by. So you do get the Sun. So this energy is great to get back together again. So Robert can find happiness and sunshine within this if they realize that they do need to turn a look back at what was good and then move forward what could be. So there is this element here within what could be with the Four of spells. So that's complete celebration, isn't it? So you two could get back together. There is a huge possibility that could actually happen. So with the Seeker of Boons, it's very much like the Page of Pentacles, that you two can really connect. This is taking things more of an action. So the whole thing is looking towards the future in a more neutral way. So if you two do come across each other, that's great, because the Three of Boons means you can work together to sort this problem out. So if you do communicate back together again, it could be a really, really good thing, as long as you don't bring up what happened in the past. That doesn't need to happen. It doesn't matter what we've done together in the past or singularly in the past. We've changed now. And that's why the Judgment card is there in this situation, the judgment of you changing. So Paige, I think Robert is very much in tune with yourself. If you do want to get back together again, there is that huge possibility that you could actually do that. So that's quite nice if you both want that. But you know, the Judgment card is this applicable, and can you start completely afresh? And I think you can. I think you both can. So isn't that delightful? Oh, thank you very much, Amy. You're a Gemini. Well, Gemini was good. Check my zodiac, because the air signs today was just phenomenal. It's on at 8 o'clock, so it should be up there now. Yeah, Gemini was brilliant, and so was Libra. 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. Go and check it out. Yeah, but no, it's a great page. No worries. Amy, thank you very much that you sent a donation. That's absolutely fine. What's your question, Amy? Thank you for the donation. I will get to everyone, but donations do take priority, guys. And I'm going to use the miscellaneous for donated readings. Amy, have you got a question? Donations, guys, do take priority, so remember that, please. Wanting to know what is coming up for my boyfriend and I. We've been together for 1.5 years. Oh, how cute is that? How cute is that? That's a long time, isn't it? Right, let's use some love and romance cards as well. Okay, let's have a look what's coming up for you and your boyfriend. Hello, TR, how are you? Amy, what's his name, or the letter of his name? Rockas, thank you. Amy Rockas. Rockas and Amy. Remember, guys, to like the video, subscribe, randomly put your questions down. Donated readings do take priority, remember, guys. Hi, Guy, so, how are you? I'm just on a donated reading at the moment. Amy and Rockas. Amy. Right, hope everyone's having a lovely day today. Let's use the angels. Right, and I said I'll do you some love and romance. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if there's a wedding on the cards. Right, Amy. Let me cheat. Oh. Right, that's interesting. Not. Right, okay. So, yeah. That wasn't a wedding, by the way. So, you and this is quite good, to be fair, Amy. A lot of the things. So, first of all, we've got the Two of Pentacles. So maybe things are like out of balance, or it's too hard to achieve. So when we're looking at certain aspects like career or other things within the relationship, you know, like not so much exes, but sometimes it can be about children or parents or hobbies, can get in the way of certain things. And I think it's to do more with work situations and how you both value each other. Can be a little bit daunting at times, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. So always kind of look at a slower pace kind of thing, and don't be too stressed about certain things, because this is quite a good relationship here. Tarot's Talk, how are you? Because we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. So this is absolutely fantastic to actually achieve. The Ten of Pentacles is how you build your family. So within them, it's like that building block, and you can see here, which I quite like, because it reminds me of two things. It reminds me of a tree trunk and the timing of how you can build your family. So if perhaps this card was about too much fraction within families, about paying attention to sometimes we can have elderly parents or brothers and sisters that take too much time away. It shows here that family is very important to one of you or both of you. And the Ten of Pentacles is what you can both achieve together. So yes, you both are part of two different families, but your own family within yourself is important too. So that's the kind of thing that you've got to remember for both of you, that being split in two different areas, but when you come together, like in marriage and a deeper relationship, very important. So never lose sight of that, because it is like a maze. So the maze of who we come from and what's come on in the past is very important. So you see the old guys sitting on the top, and they're wise. So within relationships, kind of adapt to certain habits that you both have, because it can't always be sweet roses and rainbows. Yes, it can. So 10 of Cups there, so that's great. But yeah, pay attention to the differences and kind of adapt a little bit better with that. So they have definitely got the world within this situation, but it has been turned upside down. So there is a quite an interesting aspect of world turning upside down. It does mean that you two can make a go of it and understand, but one has to realize those differences. Maybe it's different culturally or different way. We've all got different ways of thinking. We've just got to adapt. And when you actually do that, you can find a better peace kind of thing. But yeah, you two have got the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, my goodness. Yeah. Well, the Ten of Cups. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, this is one of the best things to have within a relationship reading. So the Ten of Cups means that you are both happy within the emotions. There are some things to sort out though, and I'm just wondering if there is some issue between the two sides. But yeah, very happy indeed. Now, the reason why I say this is because we've got the Two of Swords and we've got the King of Swords, which is okay, but they are upside down. And that kind of love and romance did come up as pay attention to red flags. So I'm just wondering what this decision-making skills is. So make sure you completely know the ins and the outs. And sometimes we can get carried away with all the roses and the rainbows, as I said. So the decision, if they're domineering in any way or trying to rush things, then just be very clear and concise what you do want. Make sure you know whether you want children and all those certain things that need to be discussed, because it's almost like both of you may not be completely looking at the full picture, but the picture is good, absolutely fantastic. So if you do have a slight nagging feeling about something, then he needs to clear it up. So good communication about a lot of things need to be in place. So we do have the Eight of Swords with that, as well as the Moon. So some things can be a bit of an illusion at times. So really make sure that it's not looking at a Disney picture. So it might not be the right timing to get married or on a serious level, and that's what could be a little bit of a hiccup. So if finances are an issue or world events are an issue about with the marriage kind of thing, it's like look at the full picture. You need to communicate exactly what you want. So if you have discussed marriage and things like that, discuss what's important about the wedding itself and what's going to happen afterwards. Do you know what I mean? So we got the King of Swords again. So this is great. I mean, obviously communication needs to be in place fully to understand what it is. But again, don't let them be cold about certain things. They need to really see the same picture. You do have the same picture, definitely. your heart is open and ready for that communication on a big scale. We do have the Tower, so things can change, and that's probably why we saw look out for the red flags. So this communication has to be spot on. It doesn't really matter if you get married today, tomorrow, next year, or 2 or 5 years, because things will change. It's always good to have that good relationship instead of rushing into the next step. But you do have success, and you do have the Page of Swords as well. So the Page of Swords, I would again look at the family values, really understand what it is with family, because I think Rockos may have some sort of different ideas than you. So talk about friends, how many, not friends, how many children you want, X, Y, and Z. And we remember, we can't fit their ideas into our ideas. We've got to meld and be more flexible. So a little bit more of flexibility about certain morals and issues, but it's absolutely great. So there is this 10 of Pentacles here, which is that family values. So both of you need to talk about family values, morals, the state of the world, what you want to do when you die, because some things that when you get older, to my age, you look at, which can be completely different from your partner. So just have a look to see if you're on the same page. But yeah, it looks great. It really does look great. I think there is a huge aspect, but maybe if you don't fully understand the family, have a look at that. Make sure you've seen them in the full light, so to speak, because you know what mother-in-laws can be like, or sister-in-laws and all the rest of it. Just have a look at the full family as well as yours. Meld them two together, because I just think that's a little issue. We don't, we married the person, but we don't marry the family, but we do have to kind of honor and respect the family as well. It's just one of those things. But it looks great, Amy, absolutely great. No worries at all. It looks lovely to me. When you get the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups in a reading, I mean, that's just gold. It is gold. You can't dismiss that at all. That's weird. Yeah, Ace, my PayPal, I've already written it up in the pinned comment. I will write it down again for you guys, if I can remember. PayPal.me. There we are. That's the PayPal. Ignore it, Amy. Some people just like to come in for no reason whatsoever. Kayla, please. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Unfortunately, sorry about that, Amy. Sometimes we get spammers in. Binding spells don't work. All these kind of spells are forcing people against their will. We don't want a zombie as a partner. We do want them to be free, right in our soldier. So binding spells don't work. It's like, oh, no. So I have hidden that user from my channel, because I don't want people coming in and kind of hoodwinking. We're not on Facebook, are we, where the spammers come in? So, I'm sure if Kayla's got her own channel, that's fine. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, it's like you have to go through a process. We've all had relationships go, broken, not. But there are issues to actually talk about. But one of those things, I think it might be family values and how you actually look at things. But it looks good. But as I said, there's no rush for these things, but it looks good at the moment. So that's good. There was that pay attention to red flags. So it could be somebody from the family or whatever. But just believe in yourself and believe in the other person. Yeah, thank you, Ace. That's very kind of you. Let's have a look. Ace, what's coming up for Ace? Thank you very much for the donation. Right, let's have a look. What's going on? Oh, Ace. Hi, Barbara. How are you doing? Thank you for being here, guys. Remember to like and subscribe if you want. Just post your questions down. I'm on a donated reading at the moment. I'm fine, thank you. Just on a donated reading, so I'll be with you shortly. All questions are picked at random. Right, let's have a look. What's coming up for Ace? And then Yes, Rosie, how are you doing? Hey, Joan. Yeah, everyone can get readings. They are picked at random. I'm just on a donated reading at the moment. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, let's have a look what's going on. Okay, so Ace, it's good to see you. Right, let's have a look. So first of all, we've got the Fool, a great card indeed. So sometimes one has to trust yourself on the journey of life. Isn't it a lovely card in that garden? And you can see the kind of creature is like one of those dragons. But yeah, one has to really trust yourself. This was upside down, but I'm reading it this way. So with the Fool, one has to step into a new arena with your soul journey. So we have different chapters within our life. And this one is no different. This is going to be great when you really trust in the aspect. I think this trust at the moment is to do with finances and how you value yourself. So trust that the universe is valuing yourself if you learn to value yourself even more than ever before. So it's like a transformation for yourself with this particular chapter. So we will read this new chapter that's going on. So we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups here was slightly reversed. So slightly. So we have to have a look at what you're connecting with on a higher level. I do think this is to do with healing and how you have connected to energies before. So trust that when you do connect to that perfect situation, it will turn out good. So just trust and really allow your heart to be open now to receive what is coming your way, because I think goodness is coming your way. So just allow that healing process to take place. So with the Eight of Swords, I think you have realized or realizing to free your mind and not trap it, because this was upside down, which makes this a good card. With the Eight of Swords, it's like thinking that when you sit in a cage, like in this particular aspect, nothing gets done. But when we free ourselves from the cage, then everything is a possibility. So anything that we've been scared of previously is now open. I know sometimes open spaces can be daunting for some people when they're used to being constrained. So this is a sense of freedom. You've got to allow yourself to embrace open spaces and connect to that you are everywhere. So the possibility of connecting and trusting, that is really, really good, isn't it? So, and then you have the Empress. And once you've freed yourself from the binds of not trusting in a lot of aspects, you can see the growth. So having patience within what you do want is now going to free yourself to actually believe that it is possible to actually have it. So anything that you want now, if you sit and ponder, if I could have anything, how would that look? How would it feel? So the Empress is giving you that ability to free yourself and be able to connect to that growth period. It's looking grand, isn't it? And then we have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands was upside down. So it's being responsible and learning to teach yourself and inspire yourself that everything is possible when you create. So I think when you connect to something to inspire yourself, that is when you connect to an energy that's probably going to be totally new to yourself. So as I said, with this one about healing, I really do think, with the Temperance here as well, that this is definitely a healing aspect going on. So this is a beautiful card, isn't it? So soft and so imaginative and so gentle on the emotions. So when we are gentle on your emotions, you can see that freedom of choice. So when we go right back to the Fool, it is about trusting that journey and how it actually eventuates. So finding peace within your mind and peace within your heart is going to be really freeing. But don't be afraid of open spaces. Just go wherever and let the imagination go fully onwards. And then what we see down here very quickly for yourself. Wow, did I shuffle these? So there's a lot of energies down here with the Sun, Judgment, the World. So it's almost like what is going to happen for you is going to be a really great stance to actually realize that, to be innocent with that freedom. It's almost like a new birth. And once we get the Fool card, which is the beginning, you've also got the, where was it? Did you have the World? Yeah, you got the World as well. So this chapter that you're going through is going to be a very interesting chapter for you. So as soon as you could do this today, it can happen so quickly, people's energies to move through. If you realize you can free your mind, and it's showing here to rest your mind. So it's just, instead of tangling it up with the Eight of Swords, it's like just rest the ability. You don't have to be frightened about anything. If you really rest it and meditate on it, you'll get that Ten of Cups, which is that perfect scenario of happiness. So if you do want that perfect relationship, it's here. Looking at the Page of Pentacles into the future is one of those great things that you need to actually express. So judge for yourself, or self-assess all those self-critical moments that you have perhaps done in the past. We all do, and just no longer do that. Believe in your mind, the mind that is going to be free to allow you to have the great aspects in life. And that is your calling today. You see the angel of calling, angel of the past. Bye-bye past, because that's not hello new. So put the creativity energy into what you want. You are the creator, and that's why the King of Wands came up. This is yourself as a King of Wands being very ruly and very responsible for your own thoughts. So every time you think a thought now, say, I am the owner of that thought. Is it going to drag me into the past, or am I going to be now free? So I think that's a lovely energy for you. Hello, guys. I think those energies are really great, Ace. And I know you're going to be a very success. So that is a great aspect. And you can go quite quickly through that energy and just use it in everyday life, really. Just to free yourself and connect to wonderful things now, especially when we think, oh yeah, I could have that perfect relationship, but the perfect relationship is how we feel about ourselves. So just rest your mind that things are coming really, really beautifully. Sounds good to me. Hopefully that helped. Hello, Leo Sun. Hello, S. Rosie, Joan, Barbara. Yeah. Hi, Sablu. How are you doing? Right. Sorry, I was just on the donated reading there. Thank you so much, Ace. Hopefully that helped for yourself. Right. No worries. I love that reading. I'm going to have to look at that again and again. If you want to look at it again and again, just keep rewinding it. When you've it'll be posted, just make a note of the date and keep reading that. When you want a little bit of inspiration, listen to this video again, your little sound clip. I think that'll help. Right, who's next? Has anyone got a question? Oh, right, let's do Joan. I can see Joan's question here. Joan, are you still here? Just want to know if I will get my desired salary in the future. Well, if you're age 12 now and you want £1 million by the time you're 66, yeah, you probably will. I'm joking. Let's have a look. Right, Joan. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, Barbara. Right, let's have a look at Joan's question. I'm joking. It doesn't matter what age you are. Right, okay. Desired salary. I had, it's funny, I had an Indian in here once upon a time, and they asked for this phenomenal amount of money. I think it was about 68,000 a month. And everyone was going, what? It's rupees. Oh, okay. So it was funny because everyone was going, what job are you going to do? Okay, Joan, let's have a look. What energies? 2 cards. Let's have a look. Because you are 30, which is great. So you've gone through your Saturn return, which is really, really good. So you will be gaining some sort of momentum where you can ask for what you want. So even without looking at these 2 cards, basically it's like, do you value yourself to get that salary? And if you're not going to get your salary where you work now, maybe it's time to move on to a company that will honor you. Do you know what I mean? So what came up? Well, you got Judgment, which is brilliant. And you've also got the Sun. So it's almost like the judgment from the past is now in the past. It's time to renew what you do value of yourself. But the Sun is great. It means you are the creator of your own being, and you'll be very, very happy. So depending on your own company or whatever, it's if you've presented a promoted salary, and they kind of go, oh, not at the moment, it's not a good idea, then one has to judge whether this is the right company for you to move on. And the sun says, yeah, it's a big yes. The sun is yes. It's like huge energy that you create. So definitely, Joan, you will get your desired salary because you value yourself. Yeah. So yeah, go for it. Just go for it. In any shape nor form, that should be absolutely fine. Right, Barbara, how are you doing? Casalita. What's coming towards Barbara? Right, let's have a look, Barbara. Thank you, Joan. Thank you for being here. Thank you so very much, Joan. I appreciate that very much. Right, I'm fine, Barbara, and I hope you are too. Let's have a look at Barbara. Guys, just post your questions down if you want a free reading, if you want priority. Donations are good. Right, let's have a look, Barbara. Ooh. Right, you've got to be in control of yourself. Definitely, Barbara. So you got the Queen of Pentacles here, which is all about growth, understanding and nurturing yourself. When we say growth, we don't want to grow old habits, do we? No. So it's time to kind of remove yourself from habits. Any habit will do. Break a little one, perhaps. But some of the major ones, we don't want to get trodden on by people. We need to value ourselves. We are the queen. You have to remember that you're the queen. So we don't need any other people trying to pull away your power. So value yourself and learn that some things can be a bit of a trap. And that's what we could grow more of. So just have a look at those things that are not applicable anymore in your life and kind of go, yeah, I value myself. Or say today, your mantra of the day, I value myself. Yeah, so that might allow yourself to move away from things that can, pull us down. You don't want that. Hopefully that makes sense. S. Rosie. Hello, Tijal. How are you doing? Remember, guys, this is random questions picked. Excellent. Yeah, good. Excellent. That's the spirit. That's definitely the spirit. No worries at all. Right. S. Rosie, what does Kay think about me or his opinion of you? No worries, Barbara. You're doing fine. Right, S. Rosie, what does Kay think about you? Right. Well, I don't think it's a little bit of a struggle today. I think they've had certain ideas about you which hasn't really rung true. So now they're going to really think that wasn't true. So if they've thought of anything negative in the past or of yourself, they're just going to, let it go, kind of thing. So their opinion of you used to be kind of all over the place and not really understood you, but now they can see that it's not going to bother them. They're just going to, be more gentler about different opinions about certain things. Okay? So it's very opinionated, based on fact or fiction, but they're going to almost like make things new again. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of a level playing field, hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully that makes sense. Jalicia, how are you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. Are you still working hard? Right. Have we got any questions going, guys? Right. Do remember to post your questions, people. Jalicia, have you got a question? Yeah, no worries, R. Rosie. S. Rosie. R. Rosie. Lucky Pearl. Right, let's have a look. Can you do your art channel? Right, when you have a YouTube channel, the best thing to do is always look at bettering your channel with watching the YouTube creators like Nick Nimmin, Rob from vidIQ, and all the other big users that will give you hints and tips. Anna Dubé is great. There are a lot of people to show you how to make a successful channel. I've watched a few of the art channels myself, and I think they're very good. So there's no reason why you can't get into that market. Why not? You know, it depends on how determined you are and what you're doing it for. But let's have a look at 2 cards. Lucky Pearl. Let's have a look, Lucky Pearl, about YouTube channel. I see a person, she puts dots on the screen and then she makes this amazing picture. You know, when you get your recommendations put on your page and you go, oh, what's this? Click. And I thought, wow, it's quite mesmerizing how she does it. So everyone wants to have a look at art. So I think it's a good niche for you to do. Myself. ITR. Well, let's have a look at Lucky Pearl on this YouTube channel. Hello, Yash. How are you? Good to see new people. Right. Yeah. Right. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune is here. So you can make a success of it if you allow that success. The 8 of Swords is reversed. So that's good. So maybe sometimes in your mindset, you can get tripped up by certain thoughts. So one of the things that you've got to do is be consistent on YouTube and not think you'll be successful all the time. The Wheel of Fortune is all about not repeating certain patterns. So if you want to do it because you want to do it, then that's a good reason why you should do it. Yeah. So don't get caught up in the mindset pulling you back. Don't doubt yourself. Just keep walking forward. But that's a great card for you to actually have. So yeah, if you haven't started your YouTube channel, then start it today, because that all the big YouTubers say start today. You don't have to do the perfect video the first time. Nobody does. So, you know, improve each time. But yeah, do it. Just do it. Why not? Why not? Go for it. Hopefully Lucky Pearl that helped. And you've already got a good name, haven't you? Lucky Pearl. So you're on the winner. That's a good name, that. Lucky Pearl 7. Brilliant name. So you obviously got a good mindset of luck anyway. So just go for it. Go for it. And next time you come in your room, put your link. We'll all go and have a look. Good night, S. Rosie. Good night. Right. Thank you, Yash, for posting your question. Do remember to like and subscribe, guys. And donations do take priority, but random questions also. TR, does S want to talk to you? What should I expect? Let's have a look, TR. Right, does S want to talk to yourself? Oh, I think they're worried just as much as you are. nine of swords. So they're really thinking, should I? Should I? And then they go, yeah, I'm going to. Yeah. So I think that they're very worried about it too. But this shows the end result will be quite happy if you both can kind of communicate. So yeah, you need to get together and explain X, Y, and Z, don't you? So yeah, just do it. Just try and get that ball rolling. But they're as worried as you are, I think. Oh, poor things. Right. First you say Scorpio, now you say Aries. Julicia, do you want Scorpio or Aries? Who do you want? Right. Well, Julicia is trying to make up her mind whether they want to know about Scorpio or Aries. We'll use Yash. Yash, Dakar. When will everything be like between Tijal and in the relationship? Right. Is that a third-party question? We don't do third-party questions unless your name is Tijal. Uzo, what's what? Yash, are you Tijal or what? What's going on there? Both. Both. They're thinking, if I told it, both. You know what the mindset's like. Both. TR. Yeah. What do you mean first? Yeah. You and your men. Right. Julicia. No worries. Yeah, I hope he responds. It's got a nice outcome, that, at the moment. Or demonstrating it has, anyway. Right. Well, yeah, she's trying to sort out what's going on with that question. Let's have a look at Julicia and your Aries. Right, Aries. Okay. Right, you and Aries have to work together to pull together an understanding. There has been a slight, like a fall, and maybe communication wasn't as good as it could have been. There is a sense of disappointment. So, but you've gone through that, and you both need to learn to communicate in a lot better of understanding what it is that you both want, and kind of really being clear and precise. Otherwise, this disappointment will come again. So I think they see things that aren't really clear. So you have to be clear and upfront, really. You've got those the Five of Cups is reversed, so that's where they've seen the disappointment in the past, and working together as a team and really knowing what you do want in the next, so be clear that, are you dating? Are you going together? What do you want? Because one has to be very concise in what you both want. Do you know what I mean with Aries? Because sometimes Aries can be a bit flighty. If things aren't going their way, they will leave. So for you, you need to be very honest and upfront with them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can see that, can't you? You can definitely see that. Yeah. Yeah, the reason why, Yash, I asked. Right, Yash, we don't do third-party questions. So unless it's to do with you, then we don't want to find out what's to do with X, Y, and Z. I don't do that within my room. No, no, yeah, yeah. You've just got to be yeah. Not today. They haven't, Jules. Yeah. Yash, I'm not doing a third-party question. So unless it's about yourself, then yeah, if you make that question more yourself, we can do it. Otherwise, we can't do it today. Okay. Right. So that's it today, then. Right, okay, so I've been on an hour and I have to go to work today. So thank you all for being here, and we'll see you next time. Lots of love to you all. Have a good weekend.